Maps are used to visualize or showcase the values geographically, right? We have three different kinds of charts. First one is bubble map, second one is field map, and the third one is shaped map. So we have these three different kinds of maps. So first one is bubble map or the simple map. Just click on it to get it presented on the canvas, right? You can drag and place it anywhere into your canvas to get it replaced, right? If you see sharp edges, you can hover your mouse cursor here, right, and you can just drag to get it resized. Now what this kind of bubble map is ideal for representing data values at specific locations, example cities, addresses, or geographical coordinates, right? It displays data points as bubbles on geographical map, just like if you see here on the screen the bubbles, right, of different sizes. The data values are represented by these sizes, and we can have different colors for these bubbles. So here under the location, we can give the latitude, longitude to provide the location of it, or else under this location field we can provide the states or the cities or countries, whatever we have. So here we have country, I am providing the country in this location, correct. Now under the legends or the bubble size, we have under the bubble size, I am providing the sales. So on the basis of sales, it will show the bubble size, correct, this way. Now I am under the legends, we can show the different colors, right? For I can just show as we can go with segment for the legends, right? This way it will show you different kinds of different colors in single chart, right? So this is called the uh, this is the way you can use different kinds of uh, bubble into your chart. You can remove this as well, it will show you simple thing. And also if I try to just put this sales into my legend, let's see what will happen, right? So it will show this same color bubble for different areas, so it will not be a precise one, right? So we will remove this from here and use the size sales or cogs into our bubble size, correct. And we can use again the segment in the legend. So we have five segments, so it is showing the data of these five segments here in the form of pie chart, right? So it is the combination of map, and under the bubble it is showing the pie, right? Canada, under the Canada it is showing five different segments. Now to get this chart like more specified, you can use tooltips. So here it is showing the sales here, right? You can use additional information into this tooltip as profit, right? Here I am showing the profit when I am hovering over this bubble, correct. Now you can also add under the tooltip as cogs, as many values you can show, you can enter here. You can also add discounts into the tooltip, correct. Now to format this visual, you can just go to your format your visual. Under this visualization settings, visual settings, you have map settings. You can style your map. By default it is road. You can keep it Arial, right? You can keep it on the dark mode, you can keep it light, right? As per your need and requirement, you can change the formatting here. Under the controls, you can enable the auto zoom. You can add zoom buttons here, right? You can also enable lasso button. This button, rectangle, for rectangular selection, you can select the area of this, correct. Geocoding culture, you can just use this, right? Geocoding culture here. For legends are these values. So these values are the color indications of what these colors are representing. If you turn it off, this legend will get disappeared. You can also turn it on, right? You can also change its position, let's say top right. You can update the text formatting here, let's say semi bold. The least font size is always 8, you can increase it, right? You can change the color, This way you can, if you go to title, then you can change the title of the segment or the legend. If you go to bubbles, you can change the size as auto, you can change it to magnitude, or you can change to data range, right? So as per the data range the size will be, if you can also increase or decrease the size from here as well, from this scale. You can click to reset to default to change to the default formatting, right? If you go to colors, you can change the colors of these segments manually, right? I am keeping to default. If you turn the category labels on, then the labels will be turned on, just like this is for Canada, this is for US, Mexico, Germany, France, right? This way you can just change the values formatting here, right? Increasing the size or decreasing the size, changing the color. You can also change the background color from here, and the transparency also, right? In the general formatting you have properties. From here you can change the height, right? Let's say I am keeping a 650 pixel, the height will be increased. If you keep the width more, let's say 850, then the width will increase to 850 pixels. Position horizontally and vertically, where it is placed. So I am keeping 100 from horizontal, so it will keep 100 pixels from the left. And if I keep 50 from top, then it will leave the 50 pixels from the top. If I set the padding, padding means the space between the border and the other area of the chart. Let's say here I am keeping 5, then it will leave 5 pixel from the top and just text. You can change the padding from top, right, bottom, or left, right? If I go to title here, you can change the title of this graph or this map. Let's say I am removing some from here, right? You can change the font family. The best practice is to keep the font families of all the texts using in this chart as the same, right? Not to differ it. You can change the text size. You can change the background color. You can align it. If you turn the subtitles on, then the subtitle will be added, and you can format it, right? The same text formatting. I'm turning it off. If you turn on the divider, then a separate line will be added between the text, the title, and the chart, right? You can change its color. You can increase the width. You can change the line style from solid to dashed or dotted, right? For from effects, you can change the background color of this chart, right? This way, correct? You can also increase the transparency of it. If you turn on the visual border, then you can change the border color. From here you will see a very thin border with sharp edges, right? This way. And you can just change the font effects of visual border, and you can increase the width, let's say 3 pixels. You can increase the roundness of these uh, edges of the border, right? If you turn on the shadow, you will see the shadow of this visual. You can change the color, right? You can change offset to inside or outside, where you want to keep it. You can change the position of this graph as well. Now for data formats, data format defines the formatting or the data types of these values we have. For country we will always have text, right? For sales we will always have the currency, and just define what kind of currency you want to use, right? For what country you are residing your data, you have to choose the number of decimal places here. Again, just select here the next value. Let's say profit will also be your currency, right? Thousand separator you have to keep it on, right? This way, the commas you are seeing inside the values, these are comma separators. You can increase or decrease the decimal places. And for COGS, cost of goods sold, this will also be in currency, right? Number of decimal places you need to define. Then also again for discounts, so discount will also be in currency, right? You can have to define the number of decimal places also. Now for header icons, these are the header icons. These icons are always visible in Power BI desktop, right? But you can control their visibility in Power BI service. In Power BI service, if this feature is turned off in desktop, then these will be invisible in Power BI service. But if it is turned on, then these will also be visible. You can format it, right, by changing the background color, border color, icon color, right? You can increase its transparency. You can choose what kind of header icon you want to use, right? Tooltips. Tooltip means this tooltip you are seeing the additional information hovering over this visual, right? So here you can also change it. Let's say I'm changing the font size to semi bold. It will be changed. You can increase the font size, right? You can change the label color. You can change the value color, right? You can change the background color of it as well. Let's say this gray color. So this is how you can create your map and show your data inside a map. Correct?